All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Give me a touch on the top prop bets for Flex Friday on PrizePicks. Now, I do want to start with the 9 to 5 slip optimizer, which, just as an FYI, is a work in progress. I'll show you guys in a second why that is. This is more in beta, just as an FYI. But these are the current 6 best prop bets that you could use for a 6 slip Flex Friday slip. Okay, so if you guys want to use that, you certainly can. This is basically a tool in which I've designed just to make it easier for us to make decisions as easily as possible. And so for this one, we're going to see that we have 3 different slips, and this is where I want to make it just easier to read. Like, I kind of have it color coordinated, but at the same time, it's not that easy to read. So I'm sorting by edge gain to see the 3 different prop bets that we currently have. So you'd run out these 5, or these 5. And again, like, I get that this is kind of confusing. That's why it's still in beta. But again, if you just sort by edge gain, that should do it. But really what I would do is just go to the pick 2, and this is pretty much designed to tell us, all right, if we want to use all the first prop bets, you do that, and then you could use the second prop bets. This is kind of the way you're supposed to about using or doing prop betting. It's like the 6th best. If you do this continually, you're going to have profit in the long term. Again, work in progress. I want to make it just much easier to read and more useful. At the same time, you could go to the edge only tab, which will tell us just the top prop bets on the board today, which will also include fantasy score prop bets, which is a little bit different than the EV only, which is just using prop bets where the line is exactly the same as the average sportsbook line. So we could just focus on EV only. And as you guys can see, we have a ton of very good prop bets today that we could use for our Flex Friday slips. Now, obviously, lines are continuously updating throughout the day, specifically in NBA. And so with that, let's go ahead and get into a sport by sport breakdown as well. I already did an NBA video for you guys. That's more for sportsbook purposes, not really PrizePicks and Underdog. But as you guys will see, like, if any of these prop bets have not been bumped, these are going to be good prop bets. If you want to use these with your Flex Friday slip, by all means, go for it. Like, Mitchell Robinson at 5.5 rebounds right now is currently a good bet. That is one that you could certainly end up using. But as you can see, like, if these don't get bumped to the correct spots compared to Underdog or what the average sportsbook line is telling us, like, take advantage of those. We just have so many that it's tough for me to really say, yeah, we need to play all of these or none of these, if that makes sense. But seemingly a good day NBA-wise, EV-wise. So with that, let's jump into the MLB. We are not getting as many good pitching props as I would want. To me, those are going to be the best prop bets on a day-to-day basis. Now, we are getting a bunch of good hitting fantasy score prop bets. I like that. Mackenzie Gore for under 16.5 outs is decent. This actually kind of points to, if he does get the over here, he's probably going to get a quality start, potentially a win. So his fantasy score definitely kind of relies on that. One that's kind of sticks out to me is Trey Turner for over his fantasy score on PrizePicks at 7.5 because we can see that is the outlier data point that we have there. From there, we got a decent amount of pitching related props for hits allowed, where we are getting a good EV there as well. But that's the thing, like, we just have so many decent prop bets on the board today. It's tough to really hone in, which is really kind of crazy compared to most Fridays. Most Fridays we're working for a good slip. We will check out the discrepancies tab just real quick. A couple of League of Legends differences. I don't think we need to go crazy with that. We'll check out golf as well. Golf wise, nothing huge, guys, at least as it sits right now. I don't want to do Scotty for under 5 birdies or better, but chances are this is going to be a push. So if you're looking to add, another bet to a 4 slip bet to make it a 5 slip bet, you could do this one knowing that it's most likely going to be a push. But with that, guys, I think it's simple for me. What I'm going to be doing today is just running out most likely this 6 slip bet here, mostly just testing it out, seeing how this goes. But I don't know if I love the Towns one, to be honest with you. That's the one I'm most hesitant about. But yeah. These are going to be the 5 that I'm running out. So Nolan Arenado for under 6.5 fantasy score, Luis Alvarez for over 6, Ellie De La Cruz for under 7.5 for a fantasy score, Jesse Winker for under 6.5 for a fantasy score, Towns for over 2.5 turnovers, and Jake Rogers for under 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And just real quickly, this is like the bet hit probability. And this is going to be based off of a 6 slip bet. And so obviously not a high probability rate. Like, that's just what the day is telling us. But we are gaining about a 2.6% edge by pairing these lines together. So not bad. But I think this is a thing that I want to point out. Like, I think people don't really realize the bet probability of a slip hitting. And so let's just go to a 2-slip bet here. Like this first one still has a 37%, likelihood of hitting, which is definitely good compared to the 33% that PrizePicks is setting their payouts based off of. So you're gaining about a 3.6% edge there, but I think people don't really realize that. So that's just an FYI there. But good luck today, guys. That's going to be all. Again, I am working on the slip optimizer tool for the PrizePicks tab, and then once I get that polished out, I will be adding it for Underdog and then hopefully Pick 6 as well. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck today. And as always, let's keep cashing.